Hello everyone, welcome to my Young and the Riskless official channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. According to spoilers on The Young and the Restless, Sharon Newman may ultimately go back into dating. Is it time for Nick Newman to become envious? Since Nick is a perceptive person, he was able to determine that Sharon had more than just a passing affection for him. Nick and Sharon have talked about those sentiments, but Nick doesn't want to jeopardize their friendship because a romantic reunion might not work out. Sharon might eventually try to let go of any hopes of a reunion because Nick effectively rejected her. Re-entering the dating scene is the best option for Sharon to move on if she decides she needs to. Fans of Y&R are aware that Esther Valentine has previously used a dating app, so she might encourage Sharon to try it out to see whether her ideal mate is available. Another possibility is that Sharon will run across a charming stranger in the community, or perhaps a friend could arrange a blind date for her. In any case, Nick might discover that he doesn't want to watch Sharon with another man. Nick might decide he doesn't like Sharon's attempt to find someone else after seeing it. Nick may exhibit both his protective and jealous sides. Nick may express disapproval of the new man in Sharon's life or perhaps attempt to caution him against her. At that point, Nick might at last acknowledge that he's intended to be with Sharon and confront his own longing for a reunion. At the very least, it might result in a passionate hookup when Nick and Sharon's passions flare up. In a recent interview with Woman's World, Joshua Morrow predicted that Sharon will be Nick's next romantic companion. Nick and Sharon may end up in bed together while they work things out if that proves to be the case. In the meantime, if Sharon tries to move on with another attractive person on canvas, Nick's jealousy can lead to some drama. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Sharon's romantic life may bring some unexpected news, so stay tuned for updates on what lies ahead for her. According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Victor Newman's spies may divulge some false information, but Kyle and Jack Abbott's cover plan could portend problems. Kyle's concerns about an employee named Matheson enabled him to assist Jack in implementing Victor's current approach. Now that Jack and Kyle believe Victor has installed spies at Jabbot, they can focus on identifying them and offering these employees additional money to turn the tables. Since Jack wants to beat Victor at his own game, the best thing to do here is to make Victor believe his approach is succeeding. Kyle and Jack can provide these spies with fake information, which they can subsequently deliver to their previous boss. Of course, I&R aficionados are aware that Michael Baldwin is the middleman in all of this. The bogus information will have to pass through Michael first. But if Jack and Kyle play their cards well, he may not notice anything is amiss. When Victor receives updates on new product launches, he may take action to sink them. Victor may invest time and money in this sabotage operation, only to discover he has been missiled in the end. Victor may fight back strongly once he finds Kyle and Jack have been feeding him lies. Victor already feels vindictive, but this could push him over the brink. Lauren Fenmore Baldwin has made some worrying predictions regarding the difficult road ahead for Michael Baldwin. Lauren hopes Michael knows when to shut Victor off and prevent crossing any significant lines, since he could be on a dangerous path. Unfortunately, Michael's commitment to Victor may be difficult to shake, even when he is pushed to go too far. That's why Jack and Kyle's attempt to thwart the spy plot could backfire. Kyle and Jack might infuriate Victor even more, dragging Michael deeper into difficulties. According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Victor's revenge techniques may change as the storyline progresses, so we'll keep you updated on his intentions. According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire Newman may scream 5 angry things to Kyle Abbott, so let's talk about why their relationship may fail. Although Kyle and Claire are generally happy together, they face significant challenges. For starters, envious Summer Newman could pose a threat, especially since she admits in the April 7 episode that she is still grieving Kyle's death. Summer's efforts to separate Kyle from Claire may intensify in the near future. Summer may make some predictions about reclaiming Kyle and regaining control of their own lives. However, Victor Newman may be an even greater obstacle to Claire and Kyle's attempts to construct a future together. Victor has made it apparent that he disapproves, causing friction in Kyle and Claire's relationship. Audra Charles may even resurface as a problem if she agrees to assist Victor in Kyle's demise. According to I&R teasers, Audrey is really considering derailing Kyle's life in return for her dream job. Despite Claire and Kyle's numerous hurdles, Kyle may ultimately be his own worst enemy. Kyle's falsehoods could destroy his relationship. Claire, who has been lied to and controlled by Jordan for her entire life, rightfully wants honesty from Kyle. Unfortunately, Kyle will continue to deceive Claire and risk jeopardizing their confidence when the truth is revealed. Claire will ask Kyle about the problem-solving session he had with Jack Abbott in the episode airing on April 7. Although Claire suspects it was a conspiracy against Victor, Kyle will deny it and leave him out of the corporate espionage story altogether. Kyle will even have the guts to tell Claire not to leap to conclusions about Victor, even if hers is correct. Of course, Kyle may continue to hide Victor-related information and plots along the road. We may see Kyle intensify his lie and set himself up for greater difficulties. Kyle is bound to be caught sooner or later, so how will Claire react when that happens? Claire is bound to see Kyle as a deceitful manipulator, thus he'll merely confirm Victor correct. That gets us to Claire's 5 furious words for Kyle. "You lied, just like Jordan." Kyle had previously helped Claire heal from all of the Jordan trauma, so it will be hurtful if she eventually perceives him as a liar as well. According to The Young and the Restless spoilers, Claire and Kyle may be splitting up if he continues to be dishonest, so stay tuned for any bad news. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, March 24, state that Victor Newman will devise an Aristotle Dumas plot, while Phyllis Summers experiences a meltdown and Sally Spectra makes a revelation. Billy Abbott will discuss Phyllis' issues with Sally at his house. Sally will assume that there is a cosmic rule that says if you save someone's life, you are forever tied to them. Despite Sally's concern, Billy will make it plain that he prefers to be friends and colleagues with Phyllis. At the athletic club, Michael Baldwin will reassure Victor that their Glissade spies are well entrenched and unnoticed. Michael promises to provide further details after Glissade has been completely integrated at JBit. The conversation will shift to Aristotle Dumas, so Michael will provide updates on his investigation. Michael refuses to believe Aristotle is targeting Winters or that his Damian King connection is anything more than a coincidence. Victor would eventually reveal his competitive history with Aristotle, who vanished following their feuds and refused to take the bait to return. Victor will be concerned about why Aristotle is resurfacing now, so Michael will be urged to continue digging. According to I&R spoilers, Victor will decide to use Devin and Lily Winters to his advantage when hunting out Aristotle. Sally returns to Billy's house and notices that someone has attempted to contact him via phone. Sally will comment on the caller's name, which is Aristotle Dumas. In Phyllis Summers' suite, she will suffer a complete breakdown as Summer Newman and Nick Newman insist on entering after her awful dream. Phyllis will vehemently reject needing assistance, but she will eventually fall in Nick's comforting embrace as she spins out from all her pain. Despite what transpired in captivity, it will be difficult for Phyllis to simply disregard all the years of her rivalry with Sharon Newman. Nick will ultimately get inspired, and he will text Sharon to meet him at the cafe. Sharon will clear the air with Daniel Romalotti Jr. at Society, leaving him wondering if she is truly moving past her hatred against Phyllis following their mutual abduction tragedy. Sharon won't know how long she can maintain this détente with Phyllis, but she'll make some optimistic forecasts and expect to heal wounds with Daniel as well. Sharon will immediately go to Crimson Lights once she understands Nick needs her there. Sharon will be perplexed when she walks in and discovers Phyllis sitting at a table with Nick and Summer. Nick will push the girls to discuss their ordeal and figure out what comes next, so Sharon will be on board. Phyllis will essentially act as if it's worth a shot, especially since no one save Sharon understands what they went through. Meanwhile, Tessa Porter will see Daniel in Society's bar and will once again serve as his confidant, offering advice following his conversation with Sharon. Maria Copeland will still be feeling bad over Ian Ward's plot, so Daniel will decide to talk to her and relieve her mind. After Daniel expresses his gratitude to Tessa, he intends to tell Mariah how fortunate she is to have her. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, Daniel will be featured in a startling new plot in the near future, so we'll keep you updated.